Hey lovies, hope all is well. All right, so we're gonna get into if you were again, okay? If you were, okay? Now, somebody's crashing out. Somebody is having fits as if they're a 2-year-old. The first card that came out is if I were a catchphrase, which would I be? 1, I'm the king of the world. 2, say hello to my little friend. 3, why so serious? 4, show me the money. 5, I'm too old for this shit. The second card that came out, if we were all websites, who would be constantly crashing? If we were all lame superheroes, who would be Howard the Duck? Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all my age, but well, you still might not know, but you gonna know. I used to couldn't stand that movie, but I had to watch it. I just put it to you like that. It's very strange. But it was mainly his eyes. It was something about Howard the Duck eyes. It didn't sit too well with me. It never has, and it still doesn't. But I have figured out why it never sat well with me and why it still doesn't. But it doesn't bother me. But it's good to know why things bother you, trigger you, stay on your mind, kind of pull you towards this thing that you don't like, like somebody doing things in the kitchen that they shouldn't do, or going to practitioners. Okay, so the last card that came out is if we were all internet browsing histories, who would be the most embarrassing? Let me read this again. If we were all internet browsing histories, who would be the most embarrassing? Alright, so what I got from this is someone who thought they were the king of the world, okay? Now, I noticed something when I picked up this deck and shuffled it. At the bottom was belongings, okay? So I shuffled this deck, and before I put it down, I looked at the bottom, and it's still on belongings. So, this is a taker. This is a taker. This is someone who thought they was the king of the world, thought they was going to come in and take from you. Now, say hello to my little friend. Isn't that off Scarface? I don't know. You know what it sounds like. Okay, somebody is playing softball. Okay, somebody is playing softball. Why so serious? And is this somebody is mad They done went and played softball. Up here thinking they the king of the world, but they really in their feelings. Now that they're mad and they have went to somebody complaining about something, belongings. Now who these belongings belong to, them or you, is the question. But this person is mad about some belongings or something that they feel belongs to them. Okay? So they're fussing at somebody. They're going to somebody. They're raising hell. And somebody's asking them, why are you so serious? What's going on? Because they're not used to this. But this person is fed up. They're on their drugs and they're fed up. They're crashing out. Alright. Now the next one says, show me the money. Yes. This person has called somebody wanting what they feel belongs to them, which is money. Or it could be other things, properties, I don't know. Could be jobs. Contracts. Just promises, okay? The last one says, I'm too old for this shit. Now, they're sitting up here complaining that they're too old for this shit, that they don't have time for this shit. But it seems as if they were too old when they signed the contract. They were too old when they agreed to, when they even put in their mind, even thought that they could have something that probably looks as if doesn't belong to them or was never going to belong to them. Now they're crashing out. If we were all lame superheroes, who would be Howard the Duck? Like I said, I told you my story about Howard the Duck and how I felt. I didn't understand. Like, damn, why am I so drawn to watch this little ugly, sharp motherfucker? Excuse my French, y'all, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to check something out about Howard the Duck. We're going to check out his characteristics, okay? Alright, so Howard the Duck is a cigar chomping, cynical, extraterrestrial from Duck World, okay? Alright, so somebody, either this person who thinks they're the king of the world, who is mad, wants their money, smokes a lot of cigars, or the people that they are contacting, okay? Alright, also Howard the Duck is very short. He stands at 2'7". 2'7", okay? He's very short. So somebody is short, okay? Alright. Alright, he possesses peak level martial arts and reflexes, okay? He is defined by his perpetually grumpy, sarcastic demeanor. So, didn't I say this person is crashing out, acting like a fool, mad at the world? People asking him, why you so serious now? You used to be the cool girl. You used to be the cool guy. Why so serious? This how they looking at him too. Because they know why he or she is so mad. They know why. They know that this person wants their money. And they're looking so serious and surprised and shocked because they have no intentions of giving you your money. If anything, you're just going to be another sacrifice. All right. So, he lacks the ability to fly or swim. I shouldn't even have to go into that. He lacks the ability to fly. I came to win, to fly, to prosper, to fly. I came to win. Okay? Howard the Duck can't even fly. And he can't swim. Ain't nothing but deep waters around him. Okay. That's why he's crashing out, having a fit, steady, playing softball, calling these folks, harassing them, while they sitting back laughing. Yeah, they're laughing. They're literally laughing. Like, I can hear them. Yeah. All right. Okay. He is easily annoyed by the ridiculous superheroes. He considered them ridiculous. Villains and cosmetic oddities he is constantly surrounded by. Okay? This person cannot stand gifted people. People who love themselves. People with high self-esteem, standards, boundaries, goals. People who will not let them come in and take over. Take them down. Down, down. Just like Howard Duck doesn't like these type of people who we call superheroes, this person doesn't either. They get annoyed. But yet they still want to be around these us people. They still want to siphon our energy, but they can't stand us. They still want to learn from us, but they'll never give us the credit or hit that like button or even tell us so where they got this idea from, where they got their inspiration from, where they got all this energy to make love to a person. Oh, don't let me. Do we need to go there? All right, habits. He has a major affinity for cheap beer, cigars, and vintage Play Duck magazines. Now, we already know what the Play Duck magazines is. Straight, poor, you know. But can barely please somebody without having somebody else's energy to even please somebody. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Just rewind it and listen to it again. Oh. So is this person thinking that your energy belongs to them? Oh, because they're lacking? They're not pleasing people anymore because they don't have your energy? They not putting it down anymore because they don't have your energy? They're not looking like the man, they're not looking like the girl anymore because they don't have your energy? They're not having those good all-nighters anymore because they don't have your energy? You can't get the money if you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You didn't accomplish your mission. Your mission was to take and take and take and take from this person, take their energy, and eventually take them out because that's what you do. And now you're demanding something? You get nothing. If we were all internet browsing histories, who would be the most embarrassing? What did we just say about his habits? Huh? Played up. Poor, you know. If you was to look on this person's history, browsing history, you would, if you associate with this person, if you're friends, you call this person your day one, if you believe in this person, you would just, you would have to probably go to therapy because you wouldn't believe the things that this person is into. You know, there's always one. serial killers, sacrificing women that are on oops, that don't get along with their families. People sacrificing other people that are, let's just say, names close to yours. Trying to get it to be just as close as they can to you. Just until they can come up with another plan to take you out. And of course, they'll let this person slide. But in the end, this person still wants you. Confirmation. He is inherently driven by self-preservation and making a living, okay? Bloodline, okay? So what all he's doing, how he is, it comes from his bloodline. And he chose not to fight it. He chose to ride. So, you gotta be a man. You gotta put them big drawers on. You gotta put them big panties on. You gotta ride it out. You gotta walk it out. Well, I tell you. Yeah, you gotta let it go. They gotta let it go. They gotta let it go that you're not going anywhere, and they gotta let it go that they're not getting any money. And they're not getting your energy. That's right. They gotta let it go. No more cycles. The cycles with you is over with. They can keep trying to come around you on the moon cycles all they want by your house, getting close, sending their cars and trucks, doing all kind of shit, or going to practitioners, going to fake practitioners and shit, and getting ripped off. Baby, it's over with. It's over with. What'd that say? Risk. In reverse. Yeah, they want you to take a risk and come back to them. They want you just to take a risk, period, on your life, and they want you to just mess up in life. You see, it's in reverse. Because you're the high priestess of water. They can't swim. There's nothing less to say here. All right, my lovies. Till next time, hold it down.